tag team of Ring of Honor All-Stars to take on a team of Pro Wrestling Noah All-Stars. In your next contest, it's the American Dragon Bryan Danielson teaming with his unlikely partner Nigel McGuinness to take on Naomichi, Marufuji, and the ROH World Champion Takeshi Morishima.
It was back at the All-Star Extravaganza 3 where we saw the ROH All-Stars take on the Dragon Gate All-Stars, but here tonight it's ROH against Noah, and like you said, the unlikely team of Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness representing Ring of Honor here tonight.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness agreeing to team up just because both of them want to get in the ring with Takeshi Morishima. They're all coming after the belt. Everybody wants a shot at the ROH World title, and Morishima has been dominant as champion.
Bryan Danielson controlling the arm of Marufuji, using his quickness to try and get an escape here. He does just that and connects with the dropkick.
A rematch from Final Battle 2005, where Bryan Danielson successfully defended the ROH World title against Marufuji. As they lock horns once again here in Dayton, Ohio.
Elbow tab, waist lock by Danielson, takes Marufuji off his feet. Control the rear chin lock.
This is truly an all-star matchup. I mean, just take a look at who's in the matchup. Former world champion Bryan Danielson, Nigel McGuinness, the battles that they have had against one another over not only the world title, but the pure title as well. Naomichi Marufuji, former GHC heavyweight champion. Takeshi Morishima, the ROH world champion, the very best in the business today, all in one contest.
These are four of the best athletes you'll find anywhere in the wrestling business here in one matchup. And then you see Danielson stepping up on Marufuji to get the escape. Leapfrog as Marufuji goes off the ropes. Turns Danielson around. Danielson looking for a backslide. Marufuji, though, blocks. Danielson up and over, lands on his feet. Both men go for a drop kick, and neither man successful. It's a standoff.
Both wrestlers demonstrating why they're two of the very best in the world.
And also demonstrating how they've been in the ring with each other on several occasions and have a good idea what the other person likes to try and do. You see them on the same page at the same time there. And McGuinness now makes the tag in, and he has his eyes set on the behemoth ROH World Champion, Takeshi Morishima.
Nigel McGuinness took Takeshi Morishima to the limit at fighting spirit. Put up one hell of a fight in search of becoming the ROH World Champion, but didn't have quite enough on that evening. But Nigel McGuinness put up such a strong fight in that matchup, and now he gets his hands on the champion once again.
Yeah, he certainly has his sights set on the world title. This is his first chance to get back in the ring with Morishima, and he's looking to take advantage of that right here. Shoulder tackle, neither man backs up an inch.
Nigel McGuinness looks so focused here. Collar and elbow tie up. To the side headlock goes McGuinness. Morishima backs him up against the rope, sends him off. Shoulder tackling again. Neither man going down.
McGuinness had the momentum, but then bounced off Morishima to a couple of steps back, but did not go down. Nigel a little bit frustrated there. See him kicking at the bottom rope. Two circle each other one more time in the center. Collar and elbow tie-up. Side headlock by the champ. McGuinness backs him to the ropes. Sends Morishima off. Shoulder tackle this time. McGuinness does go down. Off the ropes goes Morishima. Waist lock by McGuinness. Goes for the O'Connor roll. Penny predicament here. Goes for the bridge.
2.5. Almost had the shoulders of Morishima against the canvas for the 3 count.
There's a slight hesitation there in completing the bridge. I think if he had been able to get the bridge fully in one smooth motion, he may have been able to pin Morishima right there.
Both men back to their feet, and they lock up once again. Morishima backs Nigel into the corner. Referee looking for the clean break. And a solid shot from the world champion.
But McGuinness does not back up an inch.
Telling him to bring it on. And Nigel taken off his feet with a shot from the champion.
One forearm sent Nigel reeling into the corner. And Bryan Danielson's telling him to go after him.
Trying to give him some advice.
Certainly
very cautious here.
Circle each other one more time. Nigel grabs the head of Morishima. European uppercut backs the big man up a step. One more time, grabs the head, and again the European backs the champ up just a bit. And finally takes him down to the canvas. Cover!
Took several of those hard-hitting European uppercuts to get the champion off his feet and down on the mat.
Well, it's something we've seen with Morishima since his debut here in ROH. He is so big that oftentimes it takes an accumulation of blows to be able to get him off of his feet.
And now Danielson tying up the leg, but you'll see Morishima, such a large competitor, his other leg reached the ropes. The first time that Bryan Danielson and Takeshi Morishima are in the ring against one another one-on-one here.
Former world champ against the current world champ, and the European uppercuts from Danielson not nearly as effective as the ones thrown by his partner Nigel McGuinness. So he winds up one more time, but no effect whatsoever.
Big forearm, and down goes Bryan Danielson, and Marufuji tagged back in. There's Danielson's own arms around his throat. Stranglehold applied by Marufuji. Danielson down on his knees as well. Referee Paul Turner asking if he's had enough.
A smart move on the part of Marufuji here, trying to cut the oxygen of Danielson. One of his greatest strengths as a wrestler is his cardiovascular conditioning. So if you can cut the oxygen down, you might slow him down just enough to do some damage. And a headbutt now from McGuinness as he makes the tag. European uppercut sends Marufuji down to the canvas.
Nigel McGuinness, more European uppercuts, and back and forth they go now. Chops from Marufuji and uppercuts from McGuinness.
McGuinness getting the better of it. Sends Marufuji to the corner, now brings him over. Danielson with the knee up.
Danielson back inside.
Driving the forearm into the face of Marufuji. Turner asking for the break. Danielson finally does so before the 5 count. Marufuji off the ropes. Well-placed knee from Danielson right to the midsection. Is that arm trapped?
Submission predicament right here. You can see Marufuji give it up. Danielson going to work on that arm and the shoulder.
Drive him down to the canvas. Pinning combination here. Marufuji able to slip out.
Another European uppercut from Dragon.
Well, that one sends Marufuji reeling. He fires out of the corner with a shot to the midsection. Danielson responds with a European. Marufuji answers with a chop.
Off the hair.
Pulls him out of the corner. Trying to elevate him, possibly for the slingshot.
Marufuji sitting down, trying to block the momentum. There's Danielson closer to the ropes. Tried to suplex him out to the floor, but Danielson lands on the apron.
Unable to drop kick Danielson off of the apron and down into the steel, and there's Morishima whipping him right into the barricade.
Morishima seizing the advantage with Danielson out on the floor, stunned from the drop kick. Danielson's head crashes into the steel.
Just squashed between the barricade and the body of Morishima. Again into the steel goes Danielson.
Bryan Danielson taking an awful lot of punishment out on the floor. McGuinness and Marufuji have the referee tied up.
All 4 men now out on the floor. Plus the referee trying to restore some order to this match. Danielson rolled back inside. Marufuji goes for the cover. Only 2.
Smart move on the part of Morishima to quickly go for the cover after the damage inflicted on Danielson out on the floor by Morishima. But Danielson able to get the shoulder up, and another tag now to the world champ, Takeshi Morishima. Clubbing blows on Danielson. Now puts the boots to him. Asking Paul Turner to check on McGuinness, who's in the corner right where he should be.
Meanwhile, the champion putting all of his body weight on the throat of Bryan Danielson,
as well as the body weight of Naomichi Marufuji on his back,
making it very difficult for him to breathe. The champion just standing now on the midsection.
Morishima utilizing the referee's count to his fullest extent. That's something we've seen Bryan Danielson do on so many occasions here. Chop to the back. Danielson trying to dig down as the champion kicks away yet again. See the welts on the back of Danielson from hitting the guardrail. As Morishima continues to club away at the American Dragon, who fires back, but one blow sends him crashing back down to the canvas.
There's the tag. Back in comes Marufuji. Going to work on Bryan Danielson. The Pro Wrestling Noah duo trying to cut the ring in half, keep Danielson away from Nigel McGuinness now.
Great impact on that elbow right to the jaw. Danielson once again gets the shoulder up. Marufuji, though, quickly ties up the legs. Now pulling back up on the head. Submission predicament here. Marufuji needs to watch his shoulders, though.
And the referee right on top of things, checking both the shoulders of Marufuji as well as Danielson's condition.
Very tough position for Paul Turner to be in. He has to watch two things at once, but he's doing a good job, and Nigel McGuinness makes the save.
Making three things at once as Nigel comes charging to break it all up.
Dragon very close to his corner, but Marufuji puts the boots to him and stops any attempt at the tag to McGuinness.
Trying to reach, not quite close enough. As now into the corner he goes. Back in comes Morishima.
Right hand from the champ to the midsection of Danielson. Sets him in position. Off the ropes he goes. Head of steam and just bowls the American Dragon over. 290 plus pounds crashing down across the face of Bryan Danielson. Cover, and again only able to get two.
All the momentum of the champion just crushed Bryan Danielson, and now he's trying to cut off his oxygen, choke him out, make him pass out here. Can Danielson hang in there? He's slowly starting to fade.
Yeah, you see the eyes rolling back in his head there for a second. The sleeper locked in.
Referee checking his condition. His arm falls twice, one more, and Noah has won, but his arm falls on top of the bottom rope.
It may have just been the ring positioning there that saved Bryan Danielson, because he looked like he was on his way out. But he lives to fight on as the tag to Marufuji, knee to the midsection. Forearm shot in the corner. You look at Danielson, he just doesn't look right. But he's firing back anyway. Elbows to the champ and forearms to Marufuji. Put a boot to the midsection, stops him in his tracks.
Trying to fight his way out of their corner and over toward Nigel. Backflip lands on his feet and a backbreaker right over the knee. And that has Marufuji down. Bryan Danielson needs to get to his corner and tag in Nigel, and he does.
Nigel quickly in and goes to work. Karate thrusts and European uppercuts on Marufuji. Backs him into the corner. Series of shots to the throat in the chest of Naomichi Marufuji. Forearm shot from McGuinness and an elbow.
Nice combination. Comes charging. Lariat. Covered. This is a rematch of Glory by Honor 5 Night 2 between McGuinness and Marufuji. Clubbing away on the back. Irish whip reversed. Nigel into the buckle. Sidesteps him. Kick to the back and then down across the chest.
It's the leg, but only able to get two.
Nigel McGuinness has been leveling people with that jawbreaker lariat, formerly known as the rebound lariat. All that momentum coming off of the second rope and then connecting full force with the jaw of his opponent. Now looking for the Tower of London.
Marufuji, though, trying to fight him off. Shoves McGuinness out of the corner. Up to the top goes Marufuji. Super kick from McGuinness.
Kicks him out of midair. Cover! So close, but able to kick out.
That super kick, normally an offensive maneuver. You saw McGuinness use it there in the defensive stance. Catching his opponent coming off the top, but just as effective. Off the ropes, chop.
Jawbreaker ducked. Kicks away at the knee. And comes charging with the clothesline himself. Makes the tag. Back in comes Morishima.
Backs McGuinness into the corner and brings him out. Irish whip. Cartwheel into the avalanche in the corner. Off the ropes. Oh, he wants McGuinness back up.
Just waiting for the right moment as Nigel pulls himself back up.
Nigel on a knee. Morishima off the ropes one more time. Forearm shot from McGuinness. Stops the champ in his tracks. Side slam.
Only two. You see Bryan Danielson keeping his eye on the action very closely.
He's looking for the backdrop driver.
Nigel sees it coming. Elbows to fight his way out of that position. Danielson up top. Missile drop kick. Freed Nigel from that position.
Nigel needs to try and make the tag, and he does.
Danielson, the legal man.
Back up to the top he goes. Missile drop kick again connects right on the chest of the world champion. And McGuinness makes his way out of the ring while Danielson starts to assert himself here.
Right back up to his feet and firing away on the champion.
Almost no effect, it seems, on Morishima. Backs him in the corner, reversal of the Irish whip. Danielson through the legs, using his quickness. But the hip right into the chest of Bryan Danielson and a tag to Marufuji.
Marufuji with Danielson. Sends him into the buckle. Comes charging. And connects off the ropes. But Danielson with the elbow. Takes his head off.
Just turned Danielson inside out with that lariat. And once again, Danielson able to kick out at two.
Back and forth they go with the forearm strikes. Dragging off the ropes. Sunset flip. Only an ear fall. All about leverage and positioning here. Back and forth they go. Neither man able to get a 3 count. Drives the knee into the chest of Danielson.
Yeah, it stunned him. Looking for the Shiranui. Danielson fights him off and sends him off the ropes. Roaring elbow. McGuinness with a forearm sends the champ down to the floor.
Get out!
Nigel trying to direct some traffic here.
Nigel, come on!
This is ROH and Noah at its finest.
Headstand in the corner. And the mule kick right into the grasp of Dragon. German suplex with a bridge. Only 2.
Well, you see the look on the face of McGuinness. A little bit frustrated there. He thought that was going to be it. Another double team here from McGuinness and Dragon. Ducks the double clothesline. Super kick for both athletes. Shiranui. But McGuinness there to save his partner.
We see the Tower of London.
With some help from Danielson.
Cover. But there's Morishima to make the save.
Clubbing away on Danielson and now going to work on McGuinness in the corner.
Nigel sent out to the floor. Going for the Dragon or for the Tiger suplex. Assisted Shiranui. But he can't follow up with an immediate cover after hitting the maneuver on Bryan Danielson. Both men are down as Paul Turner administers the double count.
This Dayton crowd is seeing something special and they know it. McGuinness and Morishima both tag in. McGuinness ducks the clothesline. Going for the sunset flip, but Morishima sits down.
All of his body weight on the chest of Nigel McGuinness.
Marufuji connects on Danielson and sends him to the floor. McGuinness sent to the corner. Morishima charges, as does Marufuji with the help from his partner.
Some excellent teamwork from the Noah tandem. Big boot from Morishima.
While the champion connects squarely on the jaw of McGuinness with that. Backdrop driver!
Headset! Cover!
1, 2,
Danielson makes the save.
Just in the nick of time, Danielson breaks it up. Nigel McGuinness just got dumped on the back of his head.
Oh, it's just a matter of time before Morishima puts away Nigel McGuinness. Perhaps another backdrop driver as Dragon and Marufuji battle on the floor.
Nigel on the second. Morishima follows him up. Oh, he's going for the backdrop driver off the second.
Super backdrop driver. But Danielson right there to save his partner and sends the champion to the floor. McGuinness to the top rope.
Nigel putting it all on the line to bring ROH the victory.
Huge crossbody off the top and to the floor, and it pays off for McGuinness. All four men are down. Nigel trying to pull himself back up. As these fans encourage these athletes to continue to fight.
McGuinness to his feet first, out on the floor. Grabs hold of Takeshi Morishima, but Morishima fires with a forearm shot. Jawbreaker from McGuinness. Rolls him back into the ring. Needs to go for the cover here. Hooks the leg. But Morishima gets the shoulder up.
Only two, and you can see that Takeshi Morishima has been busted open. It looks like the nose of Morishima pouring blood. McGuinness following up now.
Morishima gets the boot up, catches McGuinness. Went for that drop kick, nobody home. McGuinness grabbing the leg. Has that single leg right into the Boston Crab.
Half crab cinched in. Meanwhile, Danielson.
Counter mutilation.
Can Team Noah hold on in two submission holds?
Morishima makes it to the ropes. Marufuji rolls out to the floor.
But both of those maneuvers took its toll on the Pro Wrestling Noah competitors, as now Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness on the same page look to double team the world champ.
Double headbutts. Can they get the big man up?
With a double suplex.
Morishima blocks. What power by the world champ!
Morishima to his feet. His nose pouring blood. He's trying to not let it stop him though. To the top rope goes Morishima. But Danielson back to his feet himself.
Danielson now going up to the top as well.
Trying to get a superplex.
Just clubbed down though. Coast to coast.
Nigel back to his feet. Tower of London. He gets it. Cover. So close.
Marufuji able to break up the pinfall, but then quickly pitched out to the floor by Danielson.
And Dragon follows, sending him into the barricade. No reversal, and Danielson shoulder first into the barricade. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Nigel McGuinness with Morishima. Combination from McGuinness in the corner. All the way across the ring with momentum with the European uppercut.
Morishima felt that one. McGuinness ducks the clothesline. Lariat!
He's not going down! Roaring lariat! Still on his feet! Super kick!
Off the ropes!
Super kick
ROHWrestling.com is the only place a pro wrestling fan needs to go for all their merchandise needs, featuring DVDs and more from not just Ring of Honor, but also the WWE, TNA, FIP, Shimmer, Pro Wrestling Noah, and other promotions from America, Europe, Canada, Japan, and even Lucha Libre. All the apparel you'll need, from t-shirts, polo shirts, jerseys, hoodies, hats, skull caps, and more. Plus, autographed items, action figures, ROH live event tickets, posters, programs, trading cards, magazines, shoot interviews, books, and more. Plus, with big sales going on every single week, there's no need to go anywhere else than ROHWrestling.com or call 215-781-2500. ROHWrestling.com.